Thousands of years ago, the ancient rishis could identify two tiny spots in the sky as a twin star system. They named it Arundhati and Vashishtha. Years later, modern astronomy discovered the Mizar, which is known as Vashistha, and Alcor, which is known as Arundhati in the traditional Indian astronomy. Welcome to Jyotishi.com. In this video, we'll talk about the stars Arundhati Vashishtha and their symbolic representation in Hindu marriages. In one of the rituals of a Hindu marriage, the groom shows the bride the double stars of Vashistha and Arundhati as an ideal couple, symbolic of marital fulfilment and loyalty. The couples are asked to look up the constellation by the priest, symbolizing conjugal love and affection. It is called Arundhati Darshana Nyayaha, used in the meaning of inferring the unknown from that which is known, and this is named after the Arundhati star. Arundhati's birth and life are mentioned in various Hindu scriptures like the Shiva Purana, the Bhagavata Purana, the Ramcharitmanas, the Mahabharata and the Ramayana. As per the Bhagavata Purana, Arundhati is the eighth among the 9 daughters of Rishi Kardama and Devahuti. She is the grandmother of Parashara and the great-grandmother of sage Vyasa. The Shiva Purana describes her as being Sandhya, the mind-born daughter of Brahma. In some other Puranas, describe her as the daughter of Kashyapa and sister of Narada and Parvata, and she was offered in marriage to Vashistha by sage Narada. Arundhati always respected intelligence and scholarly pursuits above anything else. Therefore, it was no surprise that she was attracted to sage Vashistha. Every day, Arundhati finished her household chores well before time to join her husband in classes. Vashistha was a great exponent of the 3 Vedas, the Rig Veda, Yajurveda and the Samaveda, and a number of students attended his Gurukul. Arundhati not only learned the Vedas but also complimented it. One day, Vashistha explained about the purity of thought and action, and goodwill towards everyone is an essential part of Dharma. May I continue the lesson from here? Entreated Arundhati, and she began after taking the teacher's blessings. Vashistha was taken aback by Arundhati's clear perception and, pleased with her ability, described her as his true Ardhangini. He told her that she can help him in the future classes as well. In the due course of time, Brahma gifted them with Nandini, a calf of Kamadhenu, and Nandini was no ordinary cow. She had the power to give anything that was asked of her. So why do in some Hindu communities the priests conducting the wedding point to the constellation as a symbol of closeness marriage brings to a couple? In most twin star system, one star is stationary and the other rotates around it, while the Arundhati and Vashishtha both rotate in synchrony. It implies to tell that both husband and wife must do all things in synchrony, and that husband must not rotate around the wife, or wife should not dance to the tune of her husband. And hence, this ritual was made a part of the marriage ceremony. The Mahabharata describes Arundhati as an ascetic who used to give discourses to even the 7 sages. The wife of Agni, Swaha, could therefore assume the form of the wives of other 6 seers amongst Saptarishis, but not that of Arundhati. The epic also narrates how once she pleased Shiva when it did not rain for 12 years, and the 7 years were suffering without roots and fruits. Her chastity and service to her husband is mentioned as unparalleled in the Mahabharata. One day, Rishi Vashishtha told his wife, all the 6 rishis from nearby ashrams have decided to go to the Himalayas for penance and prayer. I wish to go with them too, and I will return soon. And he left. Now Arundhati was all alone, for the school was also closed. Suddenly there was a snowfall and landslide in the Himalayas, followed by famine, and the rishis could not return on time. Vashishta prayed to Bhagwan Shiv for Arundhati's welfare, and Arundhati prayed to Uma Maheshwaran for her husband's welfare. Months passed. One day there was a knock at the door of the ashram, and Arundhati opened the door and saw a young and hungry-looking boy. "Ma," he cried, "I am hungry. Can you give me some food?" Arundhati felt very sorry for the child and upset at her inability to help him. "No, child," she answered. "I cannot give you rice, but if you want, I can give you some roasted seeds," and she fed him. Then the boy asked him, "Isn't Rishi Vashishta at home?" and told that he had come to join the ashram as a student. Arundhati replied that Rishi is not here and that she can teach too. At the end of the year, all the rishis returned home, and Arundhati ran to open the door, hearing her husband's voice. Rishi Vashishta realized that the boy was Uma Maheshwaran himself and thanked him for taking care of Arundhati. Then, turning to Vashishta, he said, "Arundhati's penance for your safety was greater than your own. Vashishta, Arundhati is truly your Ardhangini. May you be happy and together always. Bhagwan Shiv blessed." And that's why even now in Hindu marriages, the bride and the groom are taken out by the Purohit and asked to look at the 6th star in the constellation, which represents the Vashistha and Arundhati, and pray for love and happiness between them. Thank you for watching the Jyotishi.com channel.